What am I going to do with you guys?
Yeah, it was
do another show with us, probably.
Not if Ben doesn't make it.
Doritos. Please tell me you're recording. Please tell me you're recording.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Easy show intro this week. Cue the music.
Let this be a lesson. Ben plus alcohol
keeps on giving.
Doritos always equals bad.
Thank you so much, Ben. You just made the edit really easy for this week.
Glad to be of service, guys.
You all right? More importantly, I guess.
I just get
Just remember, I think
a
it
little
was
alcohol, gets the slow reaction times, ADHD, get excited about saying something, Dorito dust.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ben, just remember, somewhere around episode 2, we came around with the moral of the story, which is Dorito dust equals bad for your lungs.
Yes. Why? Just laugh independently from talking. God damn it.
All right then. Episode 19. Welcome to it.
Here we are.
We are here.
Here we are. We're back again. Wait, what is it? We're back again? I'm sure there's more words. There's like a song or something that goes like that. Whatever. Hardcore Casuals, episode 19.
Welcome back.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Ben.
How you guys doing?
Well.
Welcome.
Oh boy. Was that AOL?
You've got mail.
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
It is.
I never had AOL. We had We had Earthlink.
That sound is so nice. It reminds me of my childhood. I have friends, everybody.
Somebody's online. Maybe they'll talk to me. Focus. I just totally lost it. It's the beginning of the show, you guys. I've lost focus already. This is going to shape up to be great.
Keeping up the tradition.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. And we are consistent about that, so I'm pretty proud of us.
I know. we said it last time. There is no rail. There's no rail.
If ever something we're consistent on, that's got to be it.
If you start the show with a screw up, it can only get better as we progress.
Yes, we'll go with that. That's fine. So, I guess I need to introduce us. I'm Jen, and you've heard the voices of Josh and Ben and Dan.
I'm not Jen.
I as well, not Jen. Or Dan or Ben, actually. In case there's confusion.
Yeah, I'm Ben. There we go. What's up, guys?
Yeah, that is Ben. The one and only.
The one, the only, the Ben. Well,
I'm excited, guys.
Oh, are you? Good. Excitement is good.
It's going to be a good show. I can feel it.
I hope so. I'm optimistic myself, except for the fact that I can't. I'm over here like totally just. I don't know. Focus is not a thing that's happening for me right now. But let's just start with now playing like we usually do. And who wants to go first?
Not me.
My list is pretty slim. Been dodging some cold / viruses at home, so it hasn't been a lot of playtime. But I've gone back to Stardew Valley, the charming farming simulator on the Switch.
So you're popping up a bunch beside your name there. So I was wondering about that.
I wanted to ask that question. I thought
it's like The Sims, right?
Huh?
It's like The Sims, right?
Stardew Sim Valley. Crap.
Episode 1 or 2, whatever it was.
I thought you had it on the Switch.
I did, but there's this weird thing where I don't know, like, excuse me, sorry, still got Dorito there. I like the whole trophy aspect of the PSN. It's so nice to like be able to have something that you feel like you're working towards. Whereas the Switch, you're playing the game and all, but there's just something satisfying about hearing a trophy pop or being like, okay, I have this objective. I want to pop this trophy or whatever. And so I decided to start over because I was going to start over anyway because I forgot where I was on the Switch, and I decided to just do it on the PS4. So, and it's nice because, you get to add more achievements to your account. You feel a little more accomplished. I don't know. It's just something silly like that.
Gotcha.
I really do hope that, when they release their online service, Nintendo has some sort of trophy/achievement system. That'll be cool. I feel like it adds a lot of replay value to their games. It's just an easy way to do that,
Yeah, I don't know.
There's been a few times in some games that it's been like, you probably would have stopped beforehand if you didn't look at the trophy list and say, oh.
Exactly, yeah.
I could go collect these other, 24 things and,
right.
Then I'll get this trophy. And then I think that adds a lot more playability to a number of games.
Are you guys trophy hunters? Do you have platinum trophies?
Yeah, I have a few.
Got one.
Is it a Monster Hunter?
Nope. Well, I guess, technically it kind of is. It's Horizon, so.
Oh, yeah. There you
go.
go. That's a great platinum trophy. You should be proud.
Hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Stardew, and kind of just in and out with other games, but mainly Stardew Valley. What about you, Jen?
Oh, me? Okay. Well,
Little old me?
little old me. I trying to think here. I have been playing some Rocket League, as always. I finished NieR Automata.
A tomato.
Autotomato.
Leviosa.
It's Leviosa. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
That was beautiful.
So I finished NieR. I don't know if you really want to know how I feel about it.
You better have liked it. That's how you better feel about it.
I did like it. I would not say that. However, I was not blown away by the profound and deep nature of the.
Well, it was a nice show. Take it easy, guys. I'm out.
Oh, hey, I know what's coming up in this episode. So if we're still speaking by the end, it is going to be a miracle.
Spoilers.
Yes, that's something for y'all to look forward to. I picked up the Blob, which is a game that I now have, I think, 3 different versions of.
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, what kind of game is that, or what is it about exactly?
So,
It's kind of like The Sims.
So it's a lot like The Sims. No, it's really not.
You get to customize your own blob.
I wish you could customize your blob. Oh my gosh. That'd be so fun. But you are a blob, and these little black and white Nazi guys, they're called the Inkies. And they have taken over everything and sucked all the color out of the world. So you are
This is all like a giant euphemism. I'm in.
You are part of the Color Underground, and you the Blob is unique in that he can pick up paint colors, and then he can use those paint colors as part of his body to paint things.
How does he paint, Jen?
By blobbing.
Can you describe his paintbrush?
He
Kind of a thick bristles, or is it?
I love how we just constantly derail Jen without even trying.
What do you mean without trying?
Wide, thick brush strokes.
There was, for 100% certain, an attempt to derail.
It's just they make it look so easy.
It's all in the details. Those fine details,
His whole body is the paintbrush.
knife.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
But each color that you pick up, I'm just going to continue. You guys can fuck off. Each color that you pick up is like a different element of the music.
Would you say it's
level?
like a sponge brush, or is it more
Josh,
of a...
shut up. It's
Like it changes the musical genre kind of thing?
not the genre, but like there's an overall theme to the music. And when you first show up and everything is all gray, it's very quiet. But as you continue to paint, the music starts fading in. And every color that you pick up then adds like an element to the music as you're painting.
I just wanted to know, does he paint with all the colors of the wind?
Josh. If there was a corner, if the hardcore casuals had a corner, I would put you in it right now. That's it! To the corner with you. Anyway, do you want to know anything else?
Nobody puts
does
baby in the
anybody
corner.
have? Does anybody have any
That was a
like,
good summary, Jen. Sorry.
legitimate questions about the game?
Have you beaten it on all three of your consoles that you have it?
2 of the 3. I just got it for the third one, so no. Not yet.
Okay, gotcha.
I actually did pick up both of them, the Blob 1 and 2, for the PS4.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I am an idiot. But it sounded fun, as Dan can attest. I just kind of decided it sounded like a good thing to play, and I didn't have it, so I bought it.
And you're flush with cash, so it's all good. We know you got that tax return. Dollar bills, y'all.
Yes.
Make it rain.
Something like that. I make great decisions.
It's going to be a small tax return. I'm going to make mine hail.
You get a quarter, and you get a quarter.
That's so good. I can just see
Ding,
Josh
ding,
like,
ding.
oh god, making it hail.
Kicking out pennies. Just
God. Yes, the Blob is fun. And then I don't think there's really been a significant... I played a little bit of Terra because it's free and new and...
Oh, I forgot about that. We were kind of testing that one out.
Yeah, I dipped a toe into the waters of Terra. Didn't really...
Which toe specifically?
Oh, Dan's doing it now.
I don't...
did she by any chance
That wasn't me, guys.
Delicious Emily?
I missed that. What was that, Josh?
That's because she was any way related to Delicious Emily.
At least you got it right. Oh my god, I hate you all so much. Why do I do this to myself?
Because you
really enjoy it.
because you end up laughing way too much and can't breathe and you forget about it.
Why do I do this? It's like every time I think, why do I do this to myself? And then, you go away for a while. It's like an abusive relationship and you forget, oh, they really do love me. And then you come back and you're like, no, they don't. No, they don't. But other than all of those things, the significant game this week, couple of weeks, is A Way Out.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but I think we're going to talk about that later, so...
Oh, yes.
So
With that being the case, I guess I should go next. So that you and Dan can talk about A Way Out at the end of Dan's what he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
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 So anyway, as usual, stuck in some Rocket League for a while there. Playing some stuff, having a good time there still. They made some updates, so there's new music, and the arenas say different things now whenever you make plays, and the crowd can actually get behind you and do stuff or cheer you on, which was something different that wasn't there before.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a crowd.
Yeah.
Is it like the Cars movie, just a whole bunch of cars?
You can't really see anything. You can just hear stuff.
Okay.
Like you'll start playing through whatever, and they'll start, cheering for your defense or.
Right.
Ka-chow.
Yeah, let's go team. So playing that, played a little bit. I downloaded Trackmania Turbo. and I heard all sorts of fun people having fun with that. So that's on my list of stuff to play. But
That's one of the freebies, right? For this
yeah,
month on PSN,
I tried to load it, and it was like, nope, you're not done yet. So I didn't really get a chance to play it. So, but that was on my list of things to play. I got back into playing Horizon finally.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was getting ready to start it. I got to the part where the new story kicks in.
Oh, the
And
Delk, right.
Yep, and then once I got to that point and fought the first animal, I hit a save spot, and then I actually lent the game to a buddy of mine, not thinking that, I've got the DLC on my hard drive, but not the game itself. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to wait for him. So he played all the way through the story and got through that. It was good. Then I just got it back, so I was like, ooh, let me get back in this DLC. So that was pretty much what ate up most of my time here and there. Played a couple of rounds of Black Ops 3 with my kid, just because he's been playing that a lot lately. And a good couple of rounds of Fortnite. And so, actually, Jen, you left that out. You left out the fun part of...
oh, that's right!
Jen and I and Jake and Buddy were all playing a match together. And I happened to be away from my home.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, happened to be away from my home and had my PlayStation with me, and it was on a crappy internet connection at the hotel, and it dropped me out of the match. And these guys went on to win said match.
Me and Jake were the survivors. We won first place.
Yep, and I didn't get credit for it because I got kicked out of the match and dropped because of my connection, and whenever I tried to reconnect, it wouldn't put me back in with the party.
Yeah, so as much sympathy as I have for Josh, I still won.
Yeah, was very proud
what
for
do
you
you get
guys.
in terms of credit from it? Like, what's the is there something remarkable that gets added to your account? Like a skin or something?
There is something. I don't remember what it was now. I think we got some umbrella skins for the glider, I think, and then there's something else. It's all cosmetic stuff anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! You're talking about Fortnite. I thought you were talking about Rocket League for some reason.
Nope.
Oh, that's awesome! Congratulations! That's a fucking awesome achievement.
Yes.
Good job, Josh.
Yeah, I did it one other time, and
Just kidding. Shout out to Jake and Buddy.
Oh my God, Ben!
Love you.
It was funny because the only match that I've won, the group I was playing with, there was like two houses. Like somebody had built a structure, and somebody else was in a house, and they were shooting back and forth at each other. And one of them shot a rocket at the other one while one of them sniped the guy that shot the rocket, and they killed each other. We won by doing nothing.
Oh,
which
wow.
was awesome. Apparently not quite the case whenever Jen got her win. So, and I didn't get credit for it. So, meh. But it was fun anyway. So, yeah, with that stuff, I mean, I think the majority of the time I got, sucked into playing through some more of the story with Horizon, the Frozen Lands. But, a little bit of Rocket League, a little bit of Fortnite. So, all was good.
Right on.
All right. So that would lead us up to Senor Dan.
Oh, little
Senor Sensei.
Well, I've been pretty much immobile for most of the week because I decided to start running again and fucked up my knees from going too hard. So I've been playing a lot of games for the past few days. I finished NieR, got platinum, enjoyed the hell out of it. I don't know why Jen doesn't think it's as good as it is, but we'll have to talk about it another time.
I did play some of that. I'm getting through that. I forgot to throw that into my list of stuff.
Excellent.
Did play some NieR. I'm getting in there too. So, but continue.
Aside from that, there's been the Spring Blossom event in Monster Hunter World, which I've been checking out. I didn't play all that much of it, but I did build the new weapon that's you get in there, which is pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, I guess I did do that
Rocket-powered
too.
greatsword. Yeah. I haven't built the new armor sets that they've added, but it's cool because all the events that have existed in the game so far are all back in this. So if you miss something like, the Aloy skin or her bow or the Palico armor or any kind of stuff like that, you can get it now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's a good catch up thing and all kinds of cool stuff going on. Aside from that, I rented Far Cry 5 to give it a shot, and I like it a lot. But if you haven't played a Far Cry, it's definitely a good one to try out. But I kind of started getting bored after getting through about a third of it, just because it feels a little bit too much the same to me. Like there's a lot of quality of life changes, but the gameplay is just kind of, if you like it, great, but it's not going to tread any new ground.
Yeah, I saw a Kotaku article about that. Like they did a side-by-side comparison of graphics and like the explosion animations, and it's like almost it's eerie how similar it looks to Far Cry 4.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I didn't play 4. I skipped that one. Like, then the worst thing is I own it. I just never got around to playing it. Like, came with my PS4 when I bought it, and I just it sat in my my account, but never, just forgot about it. But 3 I liked a lot. So. I didn't get to play through it. I only had it rental for 3 days, and it's a colossally huge game. So what I played of it, I like, but just it didn't sell me on needing to buy it right away.
Right on.
So that's my brief, maybe too harsh review. Aside from that, I just picked up the Battlefield 1 Revolution Edition. Because it seems like a lot of us are getting interested in that, and with it being half the price of what the base game was, with all the DLC and everything all packaged in, it's a good time to jump in. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. And the other one is A Way Out. So, Jen, care to join me?
I'm here. I'll join.
Holy crap, that's a game that everyone should play. That's all I'll say.
I mean, I don't want to say anything significant about what went on. However, what I will say is that as a general rule, I do not get emotional with games. Like, I just don't, like, sad things happen, and I acknowledge that these are sad things, and I may feel bad about it, but I don't, I don't get all choked up. I freaking cried. I lost it. So thank goodness there was no party chat.
Yeah, that's, I guess, one detail we should mention. We decided to play it without any kind of functional mic. Like, we want to do it as if we were just the characters. Maybe a little weird, but that's how we did it. And for those who don't know what it is, it's a co-op only game. Like, two-player, absolutely has to be 2 players playing it. And each of you control one of the 2 main characters of the game, Leo or Vincent. And you're going through essentially like a prison break, and then everything that happens after. And it's a hell of a nail-biting experience at times, emotional at times too. But it really plays out like a movie. That's the main vibe I got. Like, it's really cinematic, and it's absolutely something that you should play, because there's nothing else really quite like it out there.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Yeah.
Can you play it like couch co-op kind of thing?
Yep, you can do either couch co-op or online co-op.
Oh,
and
okay.
I can't imagine
God.
there being much of a difference other than just, having the other person talk to you side by side.
I can't imagine. I would have punched you, I think.
Why?
Hopefully there were no pillow biting incidents in this one. Just
Oh my God. No, Josh, you were so wrong.
What happened? I missed something.
So did I, apparently.
I wish I didn't understand him.
I think it's going to be one of those,
So was
Josh
the end
moments.
the really big moment, or were there other really emotional moments along the ride too? Or was
Jen?
it just the end that was like...
Shut up, Dan. The only really emotional, on that level moment was the end.
Gotcha.
we're going to go ahead and go to our emotional correspondent out on the scene, Jen. Go ahead.
God.
Yeah, I cry a lot at games, so I have no shame about that. And movies, too.
I don't,
excited.
man.
I like
I
a good
really
It's
don't.
Pixar movies. That's what it is.
Oh,
Stupid
God.
Pixar movies.
The first time I saw Up, man, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Are you serious? You're going to hit me with this right now?
At the beginning of the show? Are you serious? Yeah, I really don't get. I just don't. It's not a thing that I do. Although the older I get, the worse that is. I don't know what is happening to me. It's like my frozen heart is thawing or something. Not really sure.
Well, I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, it's just there has to be a really good game for someone to cry at, like
Oh my
for someone
God.
to
I've
feel
never-
emotion like a movie or just the voice acting / the story, the twist. It's got to be really good for someone to.
I have never had anything like hit me like that. It just it was so real at that moment that I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I cannot believe this is what is happening right now. Because I had a real, like, legitimate moment there where I was like, I'm not okay.
Yeah, all I remember is the text message like, I need a few minutes.
Like, I'm not even kidding. I need to compose myself right now. Ridiculous. So yeah, I would recommend it. And I don't, the party chat thing, you probably don't have to play it that way, but we I think the first time we did it, it was by necessity because you weren't able to do the headset yet.
Yeah, exactly. I was home alone with the kids. I needed to be able to hear the baby monitor, and then we just stuck to it.
Yeah, it just kind of worked.
Yeah.
Realism.
So out of 10 Dans, how many Dans would you give it?
An 8, and only that low because there's not much of a replay value to it. It's the kind of thing that you play through once and I think you're done with it unless you want to go after the trophies, absolutely. But that being said, it's definitely worth playing, like whether you rent it or wait for a sale for it. The Joseph Fares, the guy who made it, like deserves credit and deserves to. I know he's already announced that he's working on another game, but it's a ballsy game because it's it has to be done co-op. It's not something that just one person can buy and play. Like it's written all over the place. You need a teammate. Everything, technical end, the graphics, the way they do the whole cinematic aspect of it, I loved it. The story was great. It's a very solid game.
Right on. I feel like it's one of those games that's going to be PS Plus free down the line because their first one, the Brothers one, was also PS Plus freebie.
Was it?
Was it?
That's the only reason I have it, but I never played it.
I'll
have to check if I know I have it on PC, but I don't know if I have it on PS4. But that's one I have to. I never got around to finishing that one. I'm gonna have to go back and do it.
But you, Jen,
that seems to be a thing.
On a scale of 1 to 2, Jen, what was your score of how many Dans did you give it?
Out of 2?
Out of 2 Dans.
I only get 2 Dans.
And don't make it graphic. No 1.5 because that's just sick.
Think of the Dans.
Why is my scale of Dans only 2 Dans?
Yeah, I would have given you at least 5.
You just might give our first perfect score on the show.
Okay, yeah.
Is it a 2 out of 2?
Let's bring it to 10 Dans. I'm curious, actually.
Out of 10 Dans?
Dan gives it an 8. You give it a.
I don't want to give it a perfect score because there is no reason to replay it.
Oh, deduction from the Russian judge.
Okay, so let's take it back to 2 Dans.
Team. Oh my God. How many Dans would I give
I gotta finish photoshopping that.
So aside from the
team
replay value, everything else was perfect about it, like the graphics, gameplay?
It was really good. I feel like I don't remember anything standing out to me as being like a giant bunch of bullshit, as far as trying to play through it.
There was like a couple of things that were maybe like imperfect about the gameplay, but not like jarring or anything terrible about it. No.
It reminded me a lot of playing an Uncharted game.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that.
You're right.
That's how it felt. Yeah, it was very much, that kind of. It was very cinematic and it felt very polished and very nice. And the, certain things about it were just Uncharted-y. It was really good.
And you guys would recommend once you start with a character to stick with him throughout the whole playthrough?
Yeah, I
think
so.
For sure.
I would think so. I was.
Now, Jen, were you crying during the whole thing going out, or like after the game and we're thinking about it?
During the ending.
Nice.
During.
I'm just trying to make you, remember it and possibly get some waterworks in the.
No. There
It's
was.
okay, you can cry, Jen.
I would have
Damn it,
to.
guys, don't bring it up again.
Shut
No, I'm gonna
up.
cry.
No, it's not really
You're
like.
crying.
It's not like that. It was like just the way they presented it, and then the
Yeah, I feel
music
you.
and the scene that it was, and the way it played out. It was just like, oh god, can't do this. I quit, you guys.
You're expecting a twist to happen, and then the twist that happens, you didn't see it coming. Like that's what it is. It just kicks you in the teeth. So, yeah, I must play.
So definitely, okay, I was going to ask, it definitely gets the Sensei Dan Mushroom Stamp recommendation approval.
We got to rename that.
How did it? I really don't know how.
I like Josh's naming, man. That's good. The Sensei
I
Dan
really
Mushroom
don't know
Stamp
how
approval.
that
I'm glad
happened.
you do.
I just really don't know.
Shiitake.
Are we done with now playing?
I think so.
I think that is everything, and we talked about
do.
a way out.
I do believe.
I think we'll have more to talk about in terms of Battlefield on our next show.
Yes,
You're in, Ben. I think you're picking it up too.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it seems like it's a pretty good price for that. I do enjoy the Battlefield games. I always go through phases with Battlefield. Like I'll play it once and twice or whatever. But if you guys are going to play it and we're actually going to have a squad, that's going to be awesome. That's always fucking hell. Like
Yeah,
fun.
because that's what I never had in the other ones.
Exactly.
3 and 4 and 2 even. But like I never had other people to play with, so the whole multiplayer thing wasn't nearly as interesting as it would be with the squad. So I'm excited that we're 6 people or 7 now.
Yeah.
They're gonna have it. Like I'm looking forward to it. Even if we're a year and a half late getting into it.
I mean, y'all sounded like you were having a good time.
Oh,
while I
yeah.
was trying to get
It
downloaded.
feels like a totally different game when you all it's like a group of 8 or 6 or whatever, and you have headsets. You can coordinate. There's so many things to do, vehicles to drive, whatever. It's different than just soloing it, which is I think I'm gonna have fun with it. So yeah, I'll pick it up. And Josh too, right?
I will see what's up.
It's pretty affordable right now. I think it's $30 for the physical edition at Best Buy right now.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Ben
Guess-
is prepped and ready.
I guess
for our
on
next
this
section.
on this note, we're moving on to the. I love that game.
Fuck that game. Fuck that game with a rusty spoon.
All right, salad fingers.
All right. Before we fight.
rusty spoons.
Are we back on air? Like, should I?
Oh yeah, we're back.
Okay, sorry.
We're continuing.
My spoon's too
Before we all get in a fight, before we even start the topic, let's start
Zelda
the
2
topic.
fucking sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. Did I ever tell you that Zelda 2 fucking sucks, Jen? Because Zelda 2 fucking sucks.
What a great segue for the games that we hate.
AKA Zelda 2 fucking sucks.
Oh, if you couldn't tell already in this topic, I think Dan's going to go ahead and kick us off.
Take it away, Dan.
Tell
Tell us your woes with this game.
shocker, guys, Zelda 2 fucking sucks and I hate it.
We have merch. Check it out on our website, guys.
Yes,
Zelda
I'll be
2
making
fucking sucks.
t-shirts to spread the gospel of Zelda 2 fucking sucks. I'll be throwing them out at street corners at innocent passerbys to wear and clothe their children in.
And
We're
by
selling
that he
copies
means
of the game with Dan's pile of shit on it.
by that he means he's
Collector's
gonna
edition.
drive by and throw things out his window at people.
It does not get the mushroom stamp of approval.
People just
Okay, so who else? Who's next?
Is that really? Wait a minute.
I'm kidding.
Hold on.
I'll let you defend it.
Rebuttal time.
All right, Monster Hunter it is. I mean, oh wait.
Shocker. Number 2.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead, Dan. What causes you this much unrest in the land of Hyrule?
I'm not going to go the easy route and say it's nothing like the first Zelda. That's because that's too easy. Because I think that a lot of people say, well, that's one of the reasons why I hate it. That's one of the things why I hate it. But like, yes, it contributed to the Zelda games in general, like the Magic Age and that whole kind of stuff. You know, like it started adding these elements that kind of persisted through the series, but it still fucking sucks. I hate the gameplay. I hate the cheap deaths that happen often. I hate the fact that Link's sword is about the length of a butter knife. I hate the
it's
overworld. I hate the music.
See, that's where you get me. I can respect that you hate the game itself, because I get that. Like, it is frustrating, and it is hard, and not for good reasons.
That's the thing. Is if it's hard, but for okay reasons, but it's the cheap deaths that I hate about it. Like, I could never, like, it was just too frustrating for technical reasons. It just never felt fun, like a challenge. It just felt like I kept dying, and it was for shitty reasons.
Was it the epilepsy, Dan? Is that what it was? The epileptic dying screen of flashing colors.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
Ganon returns.
I love it.
That was a good impression, Jen. That was a good one.
Wait, was Ganon on air?
Not that I've ever heard that sound before.
Although I'm pretty sure at that point Ganon also was the same person in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out whenever he lost a couple of times. So,
so let me just ask: do you think that you hate the music because you hate the game, or do you legitimately think the music is bad?
No, there's I think maybe one track or two that are okay, but like as soon as you start it, like the main theme to it, like that weird ass vibrato that's a little too wide, it sounds fucking wonky to me. Like I remember as a kid, it like the whole game just made my flesh crawl, and it hasn't changed in 30 years.
Man,
I despise it. I get to the overworld, and I'm like, nope, I'm good. I'm never gonna try this again.
See, I don't know. I don't dislike it. I really like the music, actually, legitimately like the music.
I like the palace music.
You're allowed to have bad taste, Jen. It's okay.
Hang out with you.
There you go. There you go. You hang out with all three of us, and you're
exactly. I wasn't going to go that far, but
she's had at least 18 opportunities prior to this to not. So
at least 18 opportunities, because we only talk on show nights.
Yes, guys. Surprise! We only talk on air and never ever outside of this.
So
that's how this magic happens.
I think she'll still be your friend, even though you're trashing one of her favorite games. I'm sure.
It's okay.
I don't know that I would say it's one of my favorite games.
Is it one of your favorite games? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I would say that, but I do legitimately like the game, and I liked it when it came out, and I'm good with it now. Like, I understand all of the frustration with it. I really do. It's totally not like any of the other Zeldas, and that doesn't bother me either.
I think they got sucked into a little bit of the Dragon Warrior hype. So there were a lot of people that were heavy into like the RPG style, like Dragon Warrior and things like that. And so once you got outside of the town and you had to, you roamed around so far, and then suddenly you were surrounded by the little,
the little dudes.
Enemies. Yep, and then if they touched you, then you went into an attack spot with them. And the fact that you had to continually attack stuff and gain experience to level up, and I think that the fact that they added that in, which really wasn't a big thing in any of the other, Zelda games.
Yeah, it hasn't been since then either. It's the only Zelda game where you ever leveled up.
And that's why to me it feels like I don't want to say failed experiment, because the game was a hit. A lot of people loved it. I'm one of the ones that's on the complete other end of the spectrum and, can't tolerate it. I'm glad that the follow-up was A Link to the Past, because if it stayed on this route, then I wouldn't have liked the series as much as I do.
By the way, A Link to the Past, still one of my favorite games.
Well, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's,
no argument there. Although, Link's Awakening is my favorite.
That's a great one, too.
What's his name?
The Windfish? The Windfish in name only, for it is neither. Yes.
Is neither wind nor fish.
Yeah, it just stops there. It stops at neither. Thank you.
I know.
Damn it, Dan.
It's one of the owl statues that you talk to, damn it. The windfish in name only, for it is neither.
I know.
Oh my god.
You guys are weird.
Damn it.
Children, this is why we don't mix pain medication and alcohol.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And Doritos.
So, who wants to... Are you done, Dan? Do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, Zelda 2 fucking sucks. Buy the t-shirt.
Only $69.99. All right, you're up, Dan.
Depending on the style, I might actually wear that t-shirt, even though I like the game.
I will say, no, you'll get a free one.
All right. Bonus.
But you'll have to send me your mailing address through, while we're on air, because it's the only time we talk, so I can't get your coordinates otherwise.
Send you my beats.
All right, who's next?
Josh.
I want to hear Josh's. I'm actually really curious. I have no idea what he's going to say.
No, see, here's the thing. So
Is it Zelda 2?
No, it's not Zelda 2. Actually,
Apparently, it fucking sucks.
Yeah. That's what I hear. Although I was in the camp that I actually liked the game. It was all right. Anyway, and as much as Dan wants to enjoy this moment of thinking that it would be Monster Hunter, it's not. Although that's still up there. It's one of those things that I've said it before and I'll say it again. Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about this earlier today, and I wondered if that was going to be your pick.
Yep, that is still the one. That is still the
letdown.
Yeah, it was the get the end of disc 3 and the antagonist that you've played for the whole game towards attacking, and then you finally defeat her, and then it's just like, oh no, I was under a spell, spacey things.
I was possessed by another sorcerer.
I was possessed by a space ghost, coast to coast.
Well,
go fly out in the wilderness of space and by chance hopefully find your girlfriend that's now possessed and roaming around like a weirdo.
Oh my god, I hated that part so bad.
Yeah. Literally, that happened, and it was the switch from disc 3 to disc 4, and I said, nope, we're done.
Yeah, as a Final Fantasy fan, I won't even try to defend that one.
Yeah.
So is that a universally hated moment, you think, or are there people who actually like that?
There are people who really like that game. And in general, I'm assuming everything that goes with it. I'm not one of those people.
I didn't really have a problem with the beginning part of the game. Now, once you get to the point whenever all of a sudden the school pulled up out of the ground and was a giant floating vehicle, I had a WTF spot there where I'm like,
oh my god,
really?
I think the moment where you get down to the basement and it's like the oh my gosh, what are those? I don't remember what they were called. The big alien-looking dudes. The moment when you get to the basement of the school and that's what you find there, that's when you kind of have this moment of, hold on, what?
It reminds me of the lunar whale.
Yes, the lunar whale. Praise the Lord. That was amazing. I love being able to throw that at you, Dan, even though you didn't get to it.
No, I did get to it.
I thought you didn't. I thought you didn't get there yet.
I feel like I did.
I don't think you did because you stopped and I was like, just wait. You're about to go to the moon on a whale. And you were
shit. Yeah, you're right. I'm like, what?
You were like, what?
And then I looked it up. Yeah, that's why I have the visual in my head. But no, I didn't get there myself. But I'm kind of glad I stopped before I did.
Yeah. It's I really think that if I look at Final Fantasy VIII up until after you defeat the white witch enchantress lady, that literally it has the same equivalent of the Division on me right now, which is the story was good. In the Division, the story was great. Level 1 through 30. And then you get to the very end of the story, and then the rest of it is so
WTF.
the build up from whenever you first get your characters and you start fighting and gaining experience and moving your characters through all that and getting your new limit breaks and things like that. Cool. Once you get to the part where, like Jen was talking about, where all of a sudden there's like aliens in the basement, and then all of a sudden your ship's flying, and it's not a ship, it's just a school. Like they didn't stick with like the cool little like Ragnarok like spaceship that they had in Final Fantasy VII that you get to use in Final Fantasy VIII. You know, like stuff like that. Like nope, we just need the school to chase after the witch.
You do eventually get an actual airship, though.
Yeah. But at that point, it's already a little too late. It's like,
oh, that's so funny. That game was a hot mess.
It was, and then it's like, there's no inkling anywhere in the game prior to that. It's like you got this stuff, and you're chasing after her, and you're chasing after her, and you're chasing after her, and then like if they would have sprinkled in a little bit of like, hey, there might be something else out there, or one of those moments where you get to that point. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's what they meant when they were talking about it here, or this other thing. If there was like some way to connect some dots or some breadcrumbs to get from Evil Enchantress Witch to Space Dingleberry, I think I probably would have enjoyed the game a little further.
To be fair, she wasn't actually a Space Dingleberry.
Oh, well, was it a she? Is that what's in the outer space? It's a she, okay. So Space Dingleberry, yes. Yes, I don't know. I don't know what the female version of Dingleberry would be. But anyway.
I mean, she wasn't actually in space, is what I'm saying.
Well, now you're spoiling it.
I mean, there was space involved at some point, but, well, spoiling what? I mean, this game is, how old?
It's been around.
Yeah, if you at this point are hearing about Final Fantasy VIII for the first time, I'm gonna need you to go and look around on the internet for a minute. Yeah, like.
Well, and I'd like to also apologize because if you haven't played Zelda 2 now, I'm spoiler. It fucking sucks.
So as much as I would like to trash Dan's baby of Monster Hunter, I will not. I will leave it at Final Fantasy VIII.
Literally everyone in our crew plays it except you. It's not just my baby. We all like it, except for you.
What level are you again?
Oh, to be fair, you got the most offended about him hating it, though.
No, not offended. I just think it's hilarious. It's a friendly rivalry
okay,
about it.
Calm down, man. It's okay to cry, bro.
I think it's funny at this point because I think you get as much as kick about it defending it as I get as much a kick out of bringing it up.
I don't even try to defend it. It's just I just love the ongoing saga. Yep. we both
I can picture Dan right now laughing, but he's like slowly punching something or
He's got a piece of paper in front of him. He keeps writing my name and then putting big X's in it.
No, next to my voodoo doll of Zelda, Josh voodoo doll.
I got a voodoo doll too.
Oh, good. You replaced
send a picture.
You replaced the Jen voodoo doll with the Josh voodoo doll. I'm okay with that.
Is that what you needed that extra hair for?
Why is it all short and curly?
You didn't question that, huh? When you put that in the envelope and sent it to him, you didn't ask him any questions?
I just thought about, I sent him that Christmas present, and I thought that whenever the Canadian government was giving them crap for trying to get it from the post office, maybe they just needed a little something extra. Love you, Dan.
As anyone listening to the show right now who doesn't know the story, they're going, "What the fuck are they talking about?" Oh god!
Fairy.
Getting the fairy music.
Make it stop.
I remember going back to the Zelda 2 thing. I remember there was somebody who walked in on me playing it, and they were just like, "How did you get this far without this other thing?" And I'm like, "I used the fairy magic to get through all the door locks."
Doors.
And they're like, how did you get to that part? And it's like, well, I got past the keys I didn't have, and if I didn't pick up another key, I just went back and forth in rooms and killed a bunch of people until they dropped the magic potions and then went through the doors. Anyway, so let's see here. It's a coin flip. Ben or Jan? Who gets the
I want to know what Ben's is.
Hello?
Hello.
All right,
we're
so I
suspense.
actually struggled a little bit with this one because I don't know. I don't really have a lot of hate for games. I just, I won't play it or whatever. I was trying to think of something that I absolutely despised, and then I finally thought of it. Back in college, my friends were really into Dota, and holy shit, man. I hate Dota. I hate all MOBAs in general. I haven't played the Heroes of the Storm one, HOTS, that Dan was talking about earlier, but I don't know. It's just, I think my problem with it is the way that it's designed. I feel like it's toxic in the fact that, like, it's completely reliant on you winning all the time. Like, you can't make a mistake, because once you get killed, you're going to keep getting killed, because everyone's going to get more resources. They're going to level up. They're going to get stronger. You're not getting stronger. So if you're not, like, the best, then you're just going to be on a losing streak until you finally, like, develop some sort of, strategy that makes you win, or you pick the right character or whatever. Anyway, so that's my main gripe with it.
It's my turn to play Ben. What exactly is a MOBA?
It is what is it? Crap.
Sounds like a good reference, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Google, what's a MOBA?
I don't know. What's a MOBA with you?
MOBA? I don't even know her.
Oh,
Wait,
multiplayer online battle arena. Thanks, Google.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up. All right, so it's basically just that whole you're two teams. You guys have a corner, another corner, and you're basically trying to destroy the other person's base, and you're controlling a specific hero that over the course of the battle, and experience and money that you obtain, you can level up, make them stronger, buy items, craft items, etc. I mean, it's a lot more complicated than that. Every game has their own little twist to it, but.
So is this like a Warcraft, like 1-2 version of, like, you have people that you control and one main character, or is it a?
I think it's a co-op thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the first Dota was actually like a mod of Warcraft 3.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're controlling the basic heroes, so you stick with one person, and you usually play in teams, which is another thing. I mean, I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. A lot of people loved MOBAs, and there's no problem with that. It's just, I feel like the way it's designed is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of unfair. Like, it relies on that whole positive feedback thing where the better you do, like, the more kills that you get, the stronger you'll get. And, well, I guess that makes sense. I don't know.
Well, the thing with, like, a lot of the ones like League, unless they change it, because I haven't touched in a long time since I first played, is that you only gain XP if you get the killing blow on things.
Right.
Which is what that sucks. And that's why when I tried Heroes of the Storm, I liked it a lot more, because it doesn't have that. So that's, like, a big difference, because, if you're not getting those little stupid killing blows, then yes, you're screwed, because, someone else who has more experience and knows the exact timing of the projectiles and all that shit.
Right.
They'll just destroy you. And you need to know what the best way to upgrade your character is when you head back to the store to buy which parts to upgrade them and make, that item.
Man, that's bringing back flashbacks, man.
Exactly. See, like, I despise that part of League. Like, I'm totally with you.
And that's the other thing, too, is, I played with my friends. I was really new with it. And it's not one of those games where you can just kind of be like, someone can explain it to you. You can start slowly getting into it. You have to know exactly what to buy. And then you don't contribute to your team.
To do it in 3 seconds.
Right. And then, yeah, exactly. You have to buy it super quick. And then you don't contribute. You're losing XP there. People start getting pissed at you and yelling at you. And then I start throwing stuff around the room, punching people in the face. It's not a good experience. But the other thing I was thinking about, too, is, oh, no, I forgot. Damn it. Yes, something.
You can do it.
You need me to help you? Is it Zelda 2 fucking sucks?
Oh, it's also the people's reactions.
It worked.
Yeah, thanks, man. That was awesome, actually. No, so, like, mainly with me, too, like, once you start losing, it's meant to get you so frustrated to the point where you just, like, want to, I don't know.
Rage
Obviously,
quit,
you start trolling people, and you start playing badly, or you go AFK, you quit the game. It's one of those games where, like, if you die early, you might as well just quit. Like, there's no point in playing. There's no incentive at all to just keep playing. it's just going to make you even more mad. So a lot of the times you'll just have a whole team of people just trolling, killing each other, or like not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm sure on a competitive basis with people who are super good, it's entertaining to watch because I know it's one of those, like before Fortnite and PUBG, it was one of those juggernauts that had thousands and thousands and thousands of concurrent viewers on Twitch all the time, or League. But I don't know. Just for the average player, the average hardcore casual, fuck that game. And fuck MOBAs in general.
Yeah, I did a quick Google. I really haven't played. I think I don't know. I really haven't played any MOBAs. Like, I don't know.
If you're gonna try one, I would try Heroes of the Storm because I like it's easier to get into. It's not like you have to know a bunch to start it. Like of course, you might not contribute as much on your first playthrough, but it's more about playing the objectives on the maps because it's not just trying to rush and hit the enemy base. There's other things that are happening. So, like, if you want to give a shot to the genre, I would try that one.
Well, we'll see. I don't know how much I feel like I really need to like.
Well, just if you want to experience what it is, the whole MOBA thing.
Somebody tried to talk me into playing Heroes of the Storm at some point, but
yeah, it's super popular. I have friends who are always like pestering me to. It's HOTS, right? Abbreviated HOTS.
HOTS.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was somebody that I didn't like very much, so I never really got into it. So, but if we were gonna play.
Can you tell us who that is, Jen?
Nope.
She's not talking about you, Donna. Don't worry.
Donna's probably not listening, and no, it was not her.
Hello, Donna.
I would be surprised if she listens to the show.
Well, if you listen to the show, Donna, we will provide you with a free Zelda 2 Sucks t-shirt. So just whenever you get on Discord next and you've heard this message.
That's the friends and family
type out
discount.
Zelda 2 Sucks in all caps, and we'll send that to you as soon as possible.
So wrong. So bad. You guys are mean.
Peter!
Bye, Ben. Let us know when you're okay.
All right.
I mean, I guess that puts it on me then, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's your turn to channel the
Can we
hatred.
guess?
What'd you say, Ben?
I said, can we guess what it is, or do we know? Have you said it before, or is it like a brand new, like out of the blue thing?
I have mentioned this game in passing, but never from the like, I really hate this a lot perspective. I had a very difficult time coming up with a game because even games that are terrible and horrible and other people hate them, like Zelda 2, even those games I like, and I looked at my collection of Super Nintendo games and I said, well, that's a shitty game, but I liked it. So, I had a really hard time. And then it hit me.
Final Fantasy VI.
Oh my goodness. That's just not even funny, Ben.
I know, I'm sorry.
Back to the corner. No, he's in the corner.
I'll put myself in the corner, guys.
Put yourself in the corner. No, if I was
I'm over here.
If I
got
was
the
gonna
Doritos.
pick a Final Fantasy game, it would be 13. But, my game is Star Fox Zero.
Oh, I remember you saying that, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I've probably talked about it, like, very briefly in passing.
This is the one where he gets out of the ship and stuff, right?
No, that one.
Oh.
People hate that one, but I actually like that one.
I
See,
thought it
again,
looked
like
cool.
these games that are not great, but people hate them, but I don't hate them. Like that was Star Fox Adventures, and that was on the GameCube, and I had a lot of fun with that game.
It's like Ghouls and Ghosts. Or Ghosts and Goblins. The original Ghosts and Goblins from Nintendo. It was the same way. Everybody else hated that game, and I loved it.
I just
Because it
never
was super
played
challenging.
Yeah, I understood that it was very difficult and frustrating.
It was super difficult, and you get to the very end, and it was just like one of those, like, oh yeah, this was at the end. You have to do this all over again. It starts you at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I kind of, at some point when we were kicking around the idea of talking about this as a topic, I pulled up a list of Nintendo games, and even, looking through them, and I'm like, you know what? I played a lot of these, and they were terrible, and I still liked them. So I got nothing here. But Star Fox Zero gets my coveted spot of hatred.
It was probably totally rad, wasn't it?
Totally rad. I liked Totally Rad. Shut up.
Me too.
Totally rad. You always forget about that game. That's such a crazy game. Y'all should look that up sometime and just see what the enemies look like the bosses, because what even? No, but Star Fox Zero should have been a good game. And I played it for a very short few minutes before we started recording, just to remember what it was like. And dear sweet Jesus. So, how many years into the life cycle of the Wii U were we before that came out? It was towards the end of the Wii U, right? Because the Switch had been announced, I think, or it was rumored or something. And we were approaching the end of Nintendo giving even half of a shit about the Wii U. And they released Star Fox Zero. And some of us thought that at some point Nintendo would get smart and realize that we were past the age when everything needed to have motion controls. Mandatory motion controls.
Ew.
Oh, yes. And it gets better, because not only there are motion controls that you cannot turn off, but you have to use both the gamepad view and the view on your television in combination with each other at the same time. So and I don't even know how to explain this properly.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I think you just broke my brain a little bit.
Yeah, I don't even know how to explain this to you in a way that's going to make you understand. The gamepad is your cockpit view.
Sorry.
I
was just picturing the gamepad.
Go on.
On your where do you? That's the controller, right? That's where the joysticks and stuff are.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So the gamepad is your cockpit view, and the television is the ship, and then everything outside it, the normal Star Fox view. So
you have to hold it up?
Yes.
Oh God.
And it is so bad. And I don't know if any of you ever played Skyward Sword, where it was mandatory motion controls, and you had to constantly recalibrate, because that's what happens with motion controls, is it loses, it gets confused, and then you have to recalibrate, so your cursor is in the center and things aren't all jacked up.
Is that the Wii U Zelda Skyward Sword?
That was Wii.
Oh, Wii.
Yeah,
Wii,
but with the extra sensor thing on the
Yes.
Wiimote, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what was Twilight Princess? Was that GameCube?
That was before. But it was also
it was
Wii.
it was both GameCube
okay, sorry.
and Wii, because it was one of the crossover titles. It was in between where they had just released the Wii.
Gotcha.
It was a launch title. So, yeah, it was on both. God, I wish it was cool. It should have been cool.
I was going to say the
awful
concept
decision.
sounds cool, but your arms must be tired of holding it up like that
And
the whole time.
and it's so bad because you have to recalibrate the cursor constantly, and all of a sudden you'll be if you try, it's really challenging, okay, to pay attention to both things at once. Because if you try to focus on just the cockpit, you're going to lose that perspective of everything that's outside your ship, because it's very limited view.
Yeah, I'm curious. Why do you need to look at your cockpit though? What's the
to aim?
Are you serious?
Yes, because if you try to just aim by looking at the TV, you're going to start having this issue where your reticle is in the upper left corner of the screen for whatever reason, and you're trying to shoot something on the other side, and you realize that you need to recalibrate your screen and pay attention to where your reticle is in your cockpit.
That's so weird.
It is.
What were the reviewers review, the critics review of that?
Pretty bad, I think.
Lots of
I don't know officially, but I'm pretty sure I saw some pretty negative stuff. 69% on Metacritic, 7.5 from IGN. They gave it better than I did.
was just gonna say it's not terrible, not great, but
Yeah, they gave it much better than I did. So you have that going on. It's kind of a hybrid remake of Star Fox 64 with some different levels and slightly different story. Slightly different.
okay.
So it's got a lot of almost the exact same dialogue between your characters. They came back. I'm pretty sure they came back and had these people re-record the lines. So it's the same lines with slightly different inflection while still at the same time being stilted and stiff and awkward. Which was endearing in Star Fox 64, but now that we've got Star Fox Zero, we're kind of like, guys,
Yeah.
we didn't need to redo this. We really didn't. And it's got different vehicles. So there's by far the worst one is this stupid ass chicken walker thing. God, what is that damn thing called? I don't know. I call it the chicken walker. Because that's what you look like. If you've played Star Fox 2 or seen any screenshots of it, it's from that. Like it's that thing, the walker thing. And it is horrible, difficult to control, pain in the ass. Same problems as being in the ship where you have the two views that you're trying to wrangle and the motion controls and oh my god, it just fills me with so much rage because it should be neat and it should be fun and it's a Star Fox game and the concept is there, but like it just makes me want to stab myself in the face with a fork. Like,
See, and I feel you. That's how I feel about Zelda 2. It's a dark stain on a great franchise.
Yes.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
I think I shut up, Dan. I think I beat one of the, because if you remember Star Fox 64, how it had the different branches.
Yes.
I think I beat one of those branches, and I have not gone back. There are bosses, and I'd have to go back and play it again, and that's not going to happen. But I actually have a YouTube video on my own channel of one of the bosses where it looks amazing on screen, like just what you're doing and everything. But they change it to where no matter what, your view is centered on this giant, it's like a giant, I think it's a flying saucer looking thing, but it's in the water. And your view is centered on it, and you can't undo that. So you're still dealing with the cockpit view, which is in front of you, and then if you look at your ship, you're centered on the big thing that you're fighting, and you have to. It's hard.
Awkward.
It's awkward, and it's
Hashtag ball cam.
hashtag ball cam. That's it. Oh my god!
I'll have to look up videos on YouTube or something. I'm just curious.
Yeah,
to
it's
see
hard to
what it's like
visualize.
in action. Yeah.
It's really hard to explain because like if you watch the video of me fighting this boss, I think I showed it at the time. I didn't know you guys. This was pre-U. This was pre-U.
Pre-U on the Wii U.
Pre-U on the Wii U. Yeah,
We'll be selling T-shirts of that too.
You guys are weird.
Yes, we are.
and you're one of us. So just think about that for a second.
One of us.
Oh god. But it looks, I think they said they watched it and they were like, well, it looks really neat. I'm like, yes. Therein lies the problem. Because you can't tell how bad it is. And I didn't have like a microphone or anything so they could hear the frustration as I was swearing at anything and everything.
Undermantle, whatever that line is.
So, Star Fox.
What a shame. Should have been. So it sounds like it was just poor decisions on the developers then making
It was. It could have been
Controls,
so
really.
good. Like the vehicles themselves were not a problem. The game itself was not a problem. I could have gotten past the fact that we used all of the same lines for whatever reason. It's like we tried to duplicate and also enhance Star Fox 64 while we actually fucked it up beyond all recognition. And it's okay, you know? Could have been fine. Enhance.
But just like a colossal pain in the ass to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's enraging. It makes me really sad because, again, Star Fox and Metroid are like that's my shit. You know?
Oh my god, Metroid Prime 4. Oh my gosh. You just reminded me it's coming soon, right?
I don't know if it's coming soon. I would like it if it was coming soon. But it is coming. Have they announced anything on that?
I don't think so.
know.
Just not since they originally said it's happening.
Yeah, they really have nothing else. We just know that it's probably being developed by Bandai Namco. That's what we know.
Mm.
But they don't have any kind of dates or anything like that.
You know it is coming, though.
God of War.
Yeah.
I tried to pre-order that and it kept giving me errors.
I am error.
I am error.
Spoiler, that's from a shitty game.
Oh my god.
It's called Zelda 2. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep it together.
Dan's channeling his inner Ryan today. I like it.
Oh, God. Fuck, that game sucks. I am error.
Oh, good.
Oh, God. Do we just end it there?
I'm done. Unless you want to hear my mini rant about Final Fantasy 13, but Ben got to hear that today, or see that today, so I think we're good.
Which is funny because that music's from Zelda 1.
Yeah, that's from the good one.
Yeah.
I know. Why does it say Zelda 2? That's bullshit.
I don't know.
Zelda 2 is bullshit. Buy the t-shirt. See you next show.
Like Grace.
Deuces.